Welcome back to this Diablo 3 Let's Play. You're Sambo, Seraphis, and joining us as always here in the evil-filled lands of Sanctuary are Zombub aka Mclargehuge and the brutish Tallahassee. Good evening, kind sir.
Hello. And I am chilling like a villain in my pink hammer pants.
I was just about to say something to Mclargehuge and Mclargehuge, good evening, by the way.
Hammer time.
Good evening, Sambo. How are you?
Good. Can we spend the entire... look at this. Can we spend the entire episode mocking Tallahassee for his pink pants? What is that? Have you ever seen anything so unmanly, Mclargehuge?
Only Tallahassee's face.
Oh, ow, burn.
Bring out the big gun straight away.
Oh, no. Okay, listen. I think we actually prefer pink pants to no pants. And by the way, before we go any further, and welcome to you guys watching this episode, which, by the way, is a very important episode, so make sure you keep watching until the very end. But, Mclargehuge, I've got something that I've been saving up for you for an entire week, and I've been itching to say this to you, so I'm going to say it now in our Diablo 3 episode. So I hope you're ready. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be, whatever it is.
Okay, here it is. This is for you. Purple rain!
Purple rain! I still haven't let up on Purple Rain. I can't stop. It's taking over my whole life.
Oh dear, it is. So it's still afflicting you. Do you know what, Tallahassee, by the way, and again, you work with Prince here to our left. Is he still on the Purple Rain bandwagon at work?
Thankfully, I don't sit that close to him, so I can't hear him singing it. But I have it on good authority from someone that does, that yes, he is still singing Purple Rain.
Oh dear, Mclargehuge, there are people you can go and see about this, right? You know that, yeah.
Is it Prince?
No, Purple Rain!
Purple Rain!
It doesn't take much to set him off, folks, does it? And by the way, speaking of setting folks off, Tallahassee, I think we can blame you for this one originally. Do you know that a lot of our viewers actually went and looked up the bearded lady last week, and they saw her, they found her Facebook site, well, it's not hers, but the Facebook, what is it, like a shrine, I guess, to the bearded lady. Do you feel responsible for exposing a number of our viewers to that horrific sight? Do you feel any remorse whatsoever there in your pink hammer pants?
No, sometimes life gets real. She makes life get real.
There you go. Sage words of advice from Captain Hammerpants himself. So today, folks, we are joined by Prince here. Purple Rain!
Woo.
Purple Rain! And my music hits me so hard, makes me want to say, oh dear, they are very pink pants. I think, folks, that we need to get on with our objectives, which you can see in the tracker here, whereas Zombub brings out his zombie dogs. You can see we've got to approach the Khazra barricade. So Tallahassee, go on, lead us to the Khazra barricade. Oops, I need to stop right-clicking.
Purple Rain.
I was going to say...
Sorry, I thought that's where we were going with that.
No, yeah, sorry about that. That was actually a mistake. There we go. Approach the barricades. Find Leoric's Manor Courtyard. You know what? I think there's a couple of enemies here. That means we're in the right place. Dear, oh dear. Oh, so I don't think it's going to take much to trigger you, is it, Mclargehuge? You're going to break out.
No.
Whenever you can.
It doesn't. Anything that's to do with purple and or rain just sets me off at the moment. I can't help it.
Oh dear. By the way, look at that, I've reached level 13, but there's a big tree, Tallahassee, help! There's a big tree down here, yeah, it kind of made friends with me.
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
There we go, thank you very much. Now, I have unlocked new stuff.
Mini whelps.
Yeah, I'm going to check. While you guys do that, I'm just going to go into my skill menu, folks. And of course, you know that is not that one. There we go. S for skill. And you can see I've got a couple of new things flashing here. So if we click on my magic missile, Spectral Blade. Now, by the way, I think, was it you, Mclargehuge? You said that was quite fun. I know that one of our commenters said that I should give it a go. But I do notice I've got myself a new rune for the magic missile, which is that it launches the missile of energy, which is normal, but it actually says it fires 3 missiles that each deal 50% weapon damage. So I'm going to go to magic missile and upgrade and go to that split and see how that works. And you can see I've got a new one here as well called Energy Twister. Now, again, I'm Mclargehuge. You played through a wizard, I think, a lot more than I have. Do you remember this Energy Twister? I'll read you the description, see if it... it's got nothing to do with purple and nothing to do with rain. But it says it unleashes...
I'll forget it then. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's dead to you then. Unleash a twister of pure energy that deals 360% weapon damage over 6 seconds to everything in its path. Surely I've got to give that a go. Do you remember it?
Yeah, I don't remember it, but it definitely sounds like something that you need to try out.
Yeah, okay, alright. Well, look, we've popped that on our bar. Now, where are the guys? Where are they? Look at this, there's a trail of destruction. I guess we'll just follow that. Here we go. All right.
Tallahassee's at the end of it.
Yeah, as always. Here we go. I'm going to pop this one. Here we go. We'll see what it looks like. Oh, actually, I'll do it on these guys. Here we go. Number 2, and... Oh, there it is. Look at that. It's a mini tornado, and it is actually... Look at that. It's following... It is actually following all the enemies. And it looks like there's hardly any cooldown on it. There's another one. In fact, there isn't a cooldown on it. It just uses quite a lot of arcane power. Well, I don't know, that seems a little overpowered to me. You'd think there'd be a cooldown on that. Now, you guys, I know I'm the last one to reach level 13. Do you guys want to refresh us with what you guys got when you hit level 13? Mclargehuge, do you remember what it was, and are you using it?
I'm not using it at the moment, but I did pick it up at the end of the last episode, and it is pretty awesome. Where are some bad guys?
Yeah.
Why do I need bad guys and now there are no bad guys? Oh, here we go. I have the awesome skill that does this.
Oh my lord! Hey, wait a minute. Okay, I was zoomed out a little bit then, but to me, that appeared as if all of your zombie dogs exploded. Surely not.
Yeah. So apparently they give you a skill to make your precious zombie dogs explode.
So that was what happened.
Figure that one out.
That is terrible. Yeah. But they're your minions. They're faithful to you. They help you out of a bad spot, and you explode. That's shocking. I must say though that you're right. That is 100% awesome. That's one of the best skills I think. I mean, the Witch Doctor is turning out to be amazing. You've got flaming bats. And you've got exploding zombie dogs, and let's not forget Ribbit. You've got the frogs as well. It's pretty amazing. Tallahassee, can you top that? What was your skill?
Spiders as well. Mine definitely wasn't anywhere near that exciting.
What was your one? Do you remember?
No idea.
No idea. All right, so it can't have been that impressive then. All right, let's have a look on the map, folks, and see where we're going. You know what? Some of these levels are ridiculously huge. There we go. We've reached ourselves a checkpoint, and we're trying to find Leoric's Manor Courtyard. Now, Tallahassee, that name sounds familiar. Can you refresh our memories? Who is Leoric again?
King Leoric. Who was the Skeleton King.
Yeah, I was going to say, thought so. Just wanted to make sure. So definitely the Skeleton King. And you can see, folks, we are definitely... Whoa! Frame rate's going to poop. There we go. We're definitely getting these hordes of minions and enemies that I think, Mclarge, you were telling us a few episodes ago that the further you go through the game, the more this happens. Yeah, is this pretty... I mean, we're going to expect to just see waves upon waves of large groups of enemies. Is that how the game starts throwing things at you?
Yeah, pretty much. Like the little gaps that you get where you're walking around with no enemies start to get a bit smaller and smaller, and the mobs get kind of bigger and bigger as you go. Right.
Okay. Well, that is good. Because of course, that's what Diablo should be about. As many mobs for the bashing as possible, folks. Here we go. And of course, trying to stay out of the green goo from the tree. Purple. Okay. Never mind. Try not to set them off. Oh, and look at this, we've got ourselves some blue shamans here. So hopefully they drop some nice fat loot. Let's see if we can cross them over. Here we go, froze him. Froze you good, didn't I? Now, speaking of progress, wanting to get a bit of a pulse check on you guys to see how much you've been playing of Diablo 3 and what level you're up to. So Tallahassee, I remember you had a barbarian that you were leveling up, and that was quite advanced. What level are you up to on that one?
Early 30s, I think.
Oh, now, but you've already completed the game, haven't you, in normal mode?
Yeah, in normal.
So what mode are you running through at the moment?
I was running through a nightmare.
Ooh, ouch. So have you been playing regularly, like been keeping up the play?
Honestly, no. Time is, the main reason why.
Yeah.
There's just not enough of it in a day.
Oh, I know that feeling. Indeed. Now, what about you, Mclargehuge? Have you been playing along? Because I think you've played the most out of all of us. I mean, your wizard. What level was your wizard? I can't remember.
I think my wizard is... I have absolutely no idea. Mid-20s somewhere.
Ah,
I think.
What's your highest level character?
Highest level would be somewhere around mid-30s, same as Tallahassee, which would be my female barbarian Beefcake.
That's her name, is it? Beefcake?
Yeah, that's her name.
Right, okay.
She loves it.
Oh dear. Oh boy. Alright, so here we go. We are in... Oh! I got pulled towards them there. Let's freeze these guys and gals up. There we go. We are now entering Leoric's Manor. I think we're definitely in... Yeah, there we go. We are absolutely in Leoric's Manor Courtyard. So I think it's going to be pretty much expected that we're going to come across some stiff competition here. And by the way, I haven't even checked my inventory this episode, but I can see we're picking up lots of blues.
I bet it's full.
Yeah, no, it's not full. Amazingly, it's actually not full. I know. I'm sorry, bit of a letdown there. I know. Just checking the blues here. No, I'm pretty much happy with what I've got, I think. All right, dead villager. Chests.
I bet he's got money. Better flip him over.
Yeah, flip him off. There we go. Good stuff. Alright, so what's our objective saying now that we have to enter Leoric's Manor? Oh, good. So, hang on a minute. We had already battled, had we not, the Skeleton King? I'm sure we already had. Or do we not kill him?
Yeah, we have. No, we did kill him. That was the first part to us finding the stranger. But this is just his manor.
Oh, okay. So this is where he resides normally, but he's not home type thing?
Well, he's been dead for a few hundred... Oh, no, he's been dead for about 10 years or whatever it is since the first one.
Ah, yeah,
or
good
is it
point.
more since the first one?
Good point. Very good point. Fortune. May fortune be blessed upon you, dead villagers. And of course, folks, it always pays to check around the area before you head on in, because you can bet your bottom dollar that Blizzard will have hidden stuff in plain sight, if you know what I mean. All right, here we go. Leoric's Manor. Let's have a click on this. Now, is it going to be an instance or no? So it's just a normal thing. Explore Leoric's Manor. Well, this is cool. So it's another indoor environment, but slightly different to the cathedral by the looks of things. Here we go. Ice freeze those babies up. Let's get the tornado happening. I must say I do like this tornado. Of course, it means I don't have to be up close. Killed 12 with one blow? How did I do that?
There is a new piece to the game.
Lord.
A girl named
Tornado magic.
I think
My
it was.
spies tell me she is the child of the
I got
witch
15.
Adria, who is hiding
Oh,
in
you
the
big
deserts
show
of
off.
Chaldeum. Bring this news to the master at once.
And there we go. That was Madga, who, of course, we met in the last episode and the episode before. There's some more of Leoric's journal. Let's have a listen to this lore.
A fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I am simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of climate.
Thank you for that. So that was actually the king before he was a skeleton king, by the way, folks. That's whose voice that was. Oh, and Infectus the Malign. Got ourselves a gold mob there. And look at that, dropping some nice fat loots. That's what we like. And there's a chest there to boot. Very nice. Oh, now, of course, now I have a full inventory. Interesting. Well, look, I do know for a fact that whilst I should go back and teleport, we're actually very low on time because the servers are going to come down in approximately 20 minutes or so. So we don't quite have time to be able to head back. Anyway, here's a bit of a set piece.
He is here.
I believe it is time to kill more cultists.
I believe it is time to kill more cultists indeed.
Depths below.
So you can see here, that is our objective, in fact, kill more cultists.
Purple. Oh, sorry. I just saw you shooting there.
It doesn't take much to set you off, does it? Not at all. And there we go. We have completed the quest, and it looks like we've got somebody to chat with here. Although I doubt they're going to be saying very much because they look very wounded. Let's see what they got to say.
Did horrible things to us.
They have paid for what they did to you. But there was another prisoner, a man in rags.
Yes, the man with the golden eyes. I saw Magda take him into leave.
Oh, look at that. New objectives. The imprisoned angel into the Halls of Agony. Oh, and we've got ourselves a waypoint as well, which is handy. Alright, so this looks interesting, and wow. Again, with the amazing graphics and the change of scenery. Look at that, it looks like kind of Old English... Oh, it looks like Old English countryside out of a British horror movie, if you know what I mean. Mclargehuge, you're the art buff here. You know, those sort of cool tones, slightly creepy, misty and foggy. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, kind of like the backsides of England somewhere where it's cold all the time.
Yeah. With the old Hammer horror movies, you know, those sort of things. Gosh, look at this! A disentombed Hulk. That is definitely something new. I haven't seen one of these before. It's great, and again, one of the things we love about Diablo 3 is the sheer volume of different types of monsters, and that was a basket of severed heads that I smashed.
Yeah, it makes the best sound when you hit it as well.
Does it? Like a squelchy sound?
No, like, hold on, I think, let's have a listen.
Okay. That's kind of fairly gross, to be honest.
Yeah. Great, isn't it?
That's pretty funny. Alright, have a tornado to the face! That's right. You know what, Tallahassee?
Wasn't really to his face.
Well, it wasn't, but you know, I mean, when you think about it now, I have a universe, a portable universe, and I've got a portable tornado. It's pretty cool. And this is, look at this, Cultist Grand Inquisitor. This is an epic purple beast here. So hopefully we're going to get some nice drops. Oh, she's tough. And there we go, look at all those blues dropping, folks. That's what we like. Massacre, 13 monsters killed. That's what we like to see. And what do we actually have to do? Oh, I see. Enter the Halls of Agony level 2. So that is our current objective. Now, don't you like the way our powers work here, by the way, Tallahassee? If I freeze one of these folk, you come up and actually basically shatter them. It's very cool.
Well,
kind of like smashing barrels, a little bit.
Wee, smashing barrels.
Yeah, I know. Oh, here's a question for you. Mclargehuge, what do you like more? Purple Rain or smashing barrels? And I know that's going to be a real tough one for you, right?
I might have to get back to you on that.
Yeah. You can hear his brain being pulled in 3 directions at once. I don't know. I don't know which one's better. Dear, oh dear.
Can you even answer that question?
I know. It's a bit of a puzzler. It's a bit of a horrible, nasty question, really, isn't it?
I think even Prince himself is sitting in his mansion trying to ponder that one.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh boy, you need help. There's no doubt about it. Although, do you know what? I remember when we were in JB Hi-Fi a couple of weeks ago, and of course, whenever we go there every Saturday now, it seems, after we've been for our brunch, and you always love rifling through the vinyl section, by the way, which is picking up momentum, and that's good to see. You actually picked up a particular... Well, you picked up a particular album the other day. Do you remember?
Not especially, no.
Oh, how could you forget? It was, in fact, a purple and white album. I can't believe you don't remember.
Did it have a picture of Prince on a big purple button on it?
Yeah, perhaps. Possibly, maybe. It was Purple Rain. You actually found the Purple Rain album there. I couldn't believe it. I haven't seen that for years. Surprised you didn't pick it up. Mind you, do you actually have a record player in your household? Not many people do these days.
No, I don't have a record player. That being said, it doesn't stop me actually having records. Yeah.
There you go. That's about right too. Oh, you go another one of these.
Far out.
Oh my God, there's 3 of them. And they've got those walls. I hate those walls. I think it's time for a twister. Here we go. Oh, look at all that fat loot, folks. It is fantastic. Love it. Nothing like it. Nothing like it at all. Now, speaking of which, of course, a lot of people... Whoa! It's a bit of a... Ow! It's going to give you a headache. There is a lot of talk starting to mount up now, of course, folks, with Torchlight 2. And a lot of people I know, myself included, very much like Torchlight 1. And the biggest complaint of that... God, what is with my timing? I appear to run at them exactly when they're going to hit me. I don't know what that's about. A lot of talk about Torchlight 2 because, of course, what it does that Torchlight 1 didn't do, aside from being something very similar to Diablo 3, is that it didn't have cooperative multiplayer in it. And Tallahassee, I think you've gone and pre-ordered us all Torchlight 2 already. Can you remind me, that definitely has two-player, or multiplayer rather, doesn't it?
It certainly does. At least that's what they've been advertising.
Yeah, right. So that's going to be.
Hope that it does.
Well, it's going to be an interesting one, and definitely want to ask you, Mclargehuge. And by the way, look at that, we've reached ourselves a checkpoint. What happened there? Did I just get pulled through? That was weird. Or did I accidentally click on it?
I don't know. I thought you clicked on it. That's why I followed through.
Maybe I did. Mclargehuge, did you ever play Torchlight 1? And by the way, look at that, leveled up to level 14.
GG, well played.
And yes, well done to you guys too, by the way. We missed you guys leveling up. We've leveled really fast. Oh, hang on. Before you answer that question, I've got a whole bunch of new stuff. In fact, I've got a whole new skill here called Ice Armor. And this is going into my number 3 key slot here, folks. Surround yourself in a barrier of ice, and melee attack is either chilled or frozen for 2 seconds. And that looks like it lasts for 2 minutes, so we're definitely going to use that one. And I've got a new defensive one here called Diamond Skin. Transform your skin to diamond for 6 seconds, and it's also a shield by the looks of things. I think I'll stick with my Frost Nova, to be perfectly honest. I like that one much better. And a new passive skill as well, and it looks like we've got one called, what is it, Evocation. So long have you focused on twisting reality to your will that time itself seeks to appease you and reduces all cooldowns by 15%. Oh, now here's something for you guys to answer. I'm currently running with Blur, which decreases melee damage. Do I want to keep that one, the passive, or do I want to go to this one that reduces all cooldowns by 15%? Tallahassee, what do you think?
Because of the group that we're in, I'd probably go with reduced cooldowns.
Oh,
just that way you can get more shots off.
Yeah, that's true.
On target.
Would you,
compared to the other one, considering that you're not soloing?
No, so yeah, I mean, hopefully nobody's going to be hitting me with you guys around. What about you, Mclargehuge? Would you tend to agree with that?
Yeah, I was going to say exactly the same.
Yeah, okay, let's accept that. There we go. Alright, so, and yeah, I don't know. Look, I'll try this diamond skin. Let's pop it on there and see what it looks like. Wait for it to cool down. Here's my ice. That's my ice armor, and this is my diamond skin. Oh, well, it looks pretty. It's pretty cool. Although I think Frost Nova.
It's very over the top, which is fine. Which is fine. You know, I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying it's very flamboyant. You know.
You were saying this while we're in the presence of Captain Hammerpants here. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah, well, he's a special case.
We know that you're special, Tallahassee.
I'm special.
You're special. Alright, look, I'm going to go back to my skills and I'm going to get rid of Diamond Skin. You're right, I'm going to go back to...
Special.
Yeah, Frozen Nova, Frost Nova. There we go, that's much better. But I definitely like my Ice Armor. There's no point not having that up because, of course, that is a completely new and separate skill. So that's very cool. Gives me a little bit of defense. No doubt about it. Alright, what do we have to do now? Go to the Highlands Passage, and before we do that, let's have a listen to Leoric some more.
Malevolent being is attempting to wrest control of my thoughts away from me. Voices direct me to horrendous acts, and there are times when I seem unable to control my body. Lazarus knows. This is certain. He looks at me strangely when he thinks me otherwise disposed.
There we go, that was indeed the king, clearly on the verge of going mad if you ask me. Found anything down that way? Oh yes, so the arrow is actually pointing this way. I guess that's a good place to go when the quest arrow points there. Oh, there's nothing like mass carnage, is there? Good old hack and slash. Now, another question that I wanted to ask you, Mclargehuge, because I know the answer to this one from Tallahassee. We're talking about hack and slash games, and of course the classics in the genre are Diablo, Diablo 2, now Diablo 3, and we spoke about Torchlight as well. But before we head into the Highlands Passage there's another great game which I think is very underrated, and a lot of people who tend to play it go, why didn't I know about this game before? Mclargehuge, have you ever played Titan Quest before?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Sambo.
Well, I don't know. It seems to me, Tallahassee, I mean, you've played Titan Quest, I believe.
Yeah, it's very, 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 very grindy.
And good, though. It's good. Come on. It's good. Oh, by the way, there we go. Look at that. The server is shutting down in 10 minutes. Yeah, but you can't say, let's head on out to the Highland Passage too, by the way. You can't say that any hack and slash action adventure game isn't grindy, though. I mean, at the end of the day, if you really wanted to boil it down, so is Diablo 2, so is Diablo 3, so is... I mean, they're all kind of grindy. We all grind for our gear. But are you saying that you particularly noticed it more in Titan's Quest, Tallahassee?
Yeah, like to a ridiculous point, I found it grindy.
Really? Okay, it's interesting. I mean, I must admit I don't remember it being like that, but it's been a good probably year since I've played it, so maybe I've got my rose-coloured glasses on perhaps. But other than that, I mean, I thought it was a very underrated game. Most folk I know who pick it up, you know, in the bargain bin, which is, let's face it, where you get it these days, sort of, again, always say, gosh, why didn't I play this game before? I think in the day, you know, it was also very good, great looking graphics. And just, I don't know, I really found it playable. Good fun with a party, you know, playing it co-op multiplayer, actually, and it has always had that too. So there you go, folks. I mean, you know, everyone's going to have a different opinion, but perhaps if you're looking for something a little bit different, that's a good one to check out if you haven't already, and you can pick it up for about $9. I saw it the other day in one of my local stores anyway. Alright, so we're definitely on a time limit here. And what do we have to do? We have to enter the cursed hold. Do either of you good gentlemen remember how far away that is?
It's just up here, I think.
Okay, cool. Maybe that'll be a good place for us to park up. So we've killed these Dark Moon Clan chamois here. There we go. Alright, so I'm guessing that in there, is that going to be... Oh no, it's just an actual... It's not an instance, it's just another area. Oh, and we've got ourselves a quest, and there we go, server shutting down in 8 minutes. Well, I think, folks, that's probably a good time for us to bring this episode to a close. But before we speak with Queen Asilla here, folks, let's have a good old zoom in. And look, we've got some news for you guys watching along from home, who, by the way, firstly would like to thank so much for supporting our Diablo 3 Let's Play series up to where we've got to. We very much appreciate that and certainly hope you've enjoyed it. But we do have some bad, well, it's not bad news, but some news for you regarding the series, and that is that unfortunately we're going to have to bring it to an end. That's right, folks. And repeat myself there, this has actually been the last formal recorded episode of our Diablo 3 Let's Play for this particular format of it anyway. So before I go any further and explain why and what we're going to be doing in the future, I would like to have a huge thank you given to Zombub here, aka Mclargehuge, who, by the way, we're not going to see the last of, and we'll explain more of that in a minute, but certainly hope you've enjoyed our little romp through Sanctuary here, Mclargehuge.
Most definitely, I've enjoyed my little witch doctor here. He's been fun.
Yeah, well, I'd imagine you're probably going to carry on with this character whether we're doing the series or not, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, some of those abilities are bonkers, so thank you very much for sharing them with us, and again, thanks for all of the time you've given us in the series. We very much appreciate it, and by the way, it's the first one that you've joined us in. I hope that we get to see you in another way, shape, or form in the future, and of course, I know that is definitely going to be the case. So, folks, it's not goodbye for Mclargehuge. You will see him again very soon, and of course, as always, to the pink pants wearing Tallahassee. How are you finding Diablo 3 outside of our Let's Play series? I mean, obviously you're time poor, but if you had lots of time, would you still be playing it?
I don't know.
Yep.
I honestly don't know. It's one of those things where you can't really jump on and play it for 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's a good
You really
point.
need to commit time to it, otherwise you just don't get anywhere. I mean, tonight we've been just unbelievably lucky. Last time I did that instance where it was the 2 levels,
Yep.
or that dungeon, it took me about an hour and a half to find my way through.
Right. You're right, actually. We have had
So-
really good luck, haven't we, getting through these instances and mazes? Because of the random nature, isn't it? That's what you're really talking to.
Yeah, so I mean, because it is random, sometimes it's bigger, sometimes it's smaller, sometimes the exit's in a different location. Yeah, it's just one of those things.
And then later on, it's even longer because it does actually get really hard.
Alright, so I guess the message that you guys are giving is that it's not exactly friendly to folk who are casually playing or who are time poor, and that can be a bit of a barrier to entry, because I guess you're not going to crank it up if you think, you're not going to get anywhere, or you're not going to reach a checkpoint and have to play through it all again. And I must admit, me being so time poor, that's what I find. In fact, I don't really play it outside of our recordings, which is a bit of a shame, and that's probably my main reason as well. But folks, as to the future, don't be sad. Of course, like I said, we will definitely be back on Diablo 3 in different ways in the future, and that will possibly be live streams. And when that happens, that means that we'd love you guys watching along from home who are in our friends list to join us as well. So we'll have a big old, 2-hour live stream every now and then for Diablo 3. We certainly hope you'll join us on that, and we'll definitely advertise them. The reason that we really have to get rid of Diablo 3 as a series is because we need to clear the channel, make way for some new content. So I can't say any more than that, but don't fret. The reason that we're dropping Diablo 3 isn't because we don't like it, it's just because we literally have to, and the reason is that there's going to be some brand new stuff coming your way, and I can definitely tell you that it will involve these two crazy loons here, Mclargehuge and Tallahassee, and keep an eye out on the channel in the very near future, find out exactly what that is. In the meantime, folks, we are literally running out of time. The server is shutting down in 2 minutes. These guys are going to kill themselves to death. That means we need to get out of here. So once again, thank you very much for your patronage of this Diablo 3 Let's Play series. Certainly hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing it again in a different shape and form in the near future. In the meantime, on behalf of myself, Sambo, Mclargehuge, and the crazy pink pant-wearing Tallahassee, as I say, take care. Hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are in the world. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.